Today I'm gonna beat the hardest mission in every Mafia game, starting with the very first one all the way to the Mafia the All Country. As for Mafia 3, the hardest mission is just playing that game, so we are skipping it. So let's start from the first Mafia game, a high-speed chase through unforgiving hill country. On top of that, you're not just chasing one guy, you have got other cars full of gangsters trying to shoot you down. This is one among the first missions in the game, so you're not used to driving, shooting or doing both at the same time. I tried to ram the car on my very first try and ended up ramping myself into this house. Lost him completely. It was a terrible start. But I tried another 6 times. And on 7th, I actually saw some progress. I almost damaged the enemy car, but before I could even stop to finish him off, they killed me. My patience was completely gone. I was about to call it a night. But I decided to give it a one more shot, and this happened.
I'm on him! Get a better shot!
I just quit and went to sleep. The next day, I gave it a one last try, and it happened. The enemy car stopped, I stopped right behind it, and no other enemy showed up to kill me. I honestly think the game's AI decided to give me a break, a lucky break, and that's how I finally finished this mission. If you thought the last mission was about pure chaos, wait until you see the next one, which is all about precision and a race against the clock. The mission starts with me taking the race car to do some questionable modifications. My job is to take this modified race car and get it back to the garage before the timer runs out. After those questionable modifications, if you drive too fast, the engine blows out. And to add a cherry on top, if the cop sees you driving a race car on the streets at night, they'll chase you. I tried again and again. Each time the cops would spot me. One time, I managed to evade them, but oh boy, my luck is terrible. I crashed right at the entrance of the racetrack. The game was really testing me. After hours of practice and failure, I finally knew the map in my head and how to escape the cops. This time, I took off and made it to the gate with just 3 seconds left. I was so frustrated at this point because I couldn't see how I would get inside and park the car in just 3 seconds. But then, a miracle happens. The countdown was just to get to the racetrack. I was so shocked and happy at that moment, my brain literally stopped braining. You can see me here just randomly pressing the buttons in excitement. I finally beat it. I finally had a little victory. If those 2 missions from Mafia 1 really tested you, wait until you see what the new Mafia the All Country throws at you. But before we get there, let's take a look at that one mission that haunted me in Mafia 2. The mission starts when Vito gets to know the truth about his father's demise and he goes on to execute the man who did it. But the hardest part begins when he enters the warehouse. This guy starts to throw the Molotov and you can't shoot him down immediately cause he will be hiding on the top floor. And while he throws those, his guys will shoot and move towards you and you don't have a safe spot to lie and shoot them out. Once you're inside the warehouse, the door shuts so you can't even go outside. Every time I try, he burns me alive or someone shoots me down. Mafia 2 have checkpoints in mission, but in this mission, if you die, you have to start from the beginning, which is so frustrating. I even tried to go through the upper door, but it won't open. Then I come up with an idea. What if I take this car, rush inside and get to the other side of the warehouse so he can't throw it at me, right? But look what happened. After countless tries of getting killed, I did what every average gamer like me does. All you need to do is keep moving between these 2 places so you won't get those annoying Molotov damages. That is the only mission I found hard in Mafia 2, but there are many interesting missions in it and I'm gonna make a video on them, so stick around when they drop. The missions in Mafia the All Country aren't that difficult, but even on medium difficulty, I came across 2 parts that were very difficult to complete. The first part sounds simple enough, getting from point A to point B, but to this day, I haven't finished it properly. The mission starts with Enzo going to church with Don Torrisi's family for Luca's baptism. Everything goes fine until Il Merlo starts shooting them with a sniper. Il Merlot's accuracy in this mission is so good, you can't even step out for a second. So Enzo tries to maneuver through the cover, and this is where he needs to make the run for the next point, but I died trying it 5 times. Each time, he shot me dead even before I crossed the halfway mark. I even tried going through another way, but that made matters even worse. The first path is the only way you can reach to the next target, so after many tries, I finally ran for it. I reached further than my previous attempts. To my surprise, when the game reloaded, I started from the location I had been trying to reach for so long. I didn't know how it happened. I guess I'm just lucky again. Even though the checkpoints in Mafia are usually against me, this time it's actually helped me get through. To this day, I don't know the mystery behind why this mission was hard for me. Okay, now coming back to the second mission. This is a spoiler. If you haven't played Mafia the Old Country yet, it's better to skip this part. I'll give you a moment to skip ahead. Seriously, go ahead. For those of you who are staying, this is the mission where you play as Isabella, and you need to sneak in and kill Tino. Easy as it sounds, the difficulty comes when you fight Tino. You need to press the square button fast to damage him, and Isabella's stamina is very low. Don't get me wrong, throughout the game I played as Enzo in similar situations and was able to button smash my way to victory, but here I failed a few times. But eventually, I was able to defeat him. So, what do you think? Were these missions hard for you? Or did you finish them on your first try? Tell me about the missions that made you want to throw your controller when you play them. Also, I have made a video on how Enzo's story begins. Feel free to check it out. Until then,
See you around, Enzo.